The world is experiencing a severe economic downturn, and it's affecting everyone. The question on everyone's mind is, who is crushing the economy? You or me? The prices of everyday items are increasing, and it's becoming harder to make ends meet. Walmart prices are going up, Amazon prices are rising, and even burger prices are getting higher. The harbor is empty, mass layoffs are happening, and recessions are looming. It's a vicious cycle, and it seems like no one can fix it. The economic downturn is a global issue, and it's not just limited to one country or region. The World Bank has warned of a global recession, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has predicted a slowdown in economic growth. The U.S. economy is also feeling the pinch, with rising inflation and stagnant wages. The cost of living is increasing, and people are struggling to make ends meet. The price hike is not just limited to food and beverages. The cost of housing, transportation, and healthcare is also rising. The average American is feeling the squeeze, and it's becoming harder to afford the basics. The prices of goods and services are increasing, and it's not just due to inflation. The supply chain is disrupted, and the demand is high, leading to a shortage of essential goods. The impact on consumers is significant. People are cutting back on discretionary spending, and it's affecting businesses. The retail industry is feeling the pinch, with many stores closing down. The online shopping giant, Amazon, is also feeling the effects, with rising costs and decreasing profits. The consumers are not just feeling the pinch, they're also changing their behavior. People are looking for ways to save money, and they're turning to alternative shopping methods. The economic indicators are not looking good. The GDP growth rate is slowing down, and the unemployment rate is rising. The inflation rate is high, and the interest rates are increasing. The economic indicators are pointing to a recession, and it's not just a matter of if, but when. The global trade is also feeling the effects of the economic downturn. The trade wars are intensifying, and the tariffs are rising. The global supply chain is disrupted, and it's affecting businesses. The trade tensions are not just between countries, they're also between regions. The recession fears are real, and they're not just limited to economists. The average American is worried about the economy, and they're preparing for the worst. The recession fears are not just about the economy, they're also about the impact on people's lives. The layoffs and unemployment are on the rise. The companies are cutting costs, and they're letting go of employees. The unemployment rate is rising, and it's affecting people's livelihoods. The layoffs are not just limited to one industry, they're across the board. The harbor is empty, and it's a sign of the times. The trade is slowing down, and the ships are not coming in. The harbor is a vital part of the economy. The harbor is a sign of the economic health. The prices are increasing, and it's not just limited to food and beverages. The cost of housing, transportation, and healthcare is also rising. The average American is feeling the squeeze, and it's becoming harder to afford the basics. The economic uncertainty is palpable. People are worried about the future, and they're not sure what's going to happen. The economic uncertainty is affecting businesses, and it's affecting people's lives. The government response is crucial in times of economic uncertainty. The policymakers are working to stabilize the economy, and they're implementing policies to mitigate the effects of the downturn. The government response is not just limited to monetary policy, it's also fiscal policy. The monetary policy is a crucial tool in stabilizing the economy. The central banks are working to control inflation, and they're implementing policies to stimulate economic growth. The monetary policy is not just limited to interest rates, it's also quantitative easing. The fiscal policy is also crucial in stabilizing the economy. The government is working to implement policies to stimulate economic growth, and they're increasing government spending. The fiscal policy is not just limited to government spending, it's also tax policies. The economic recovery is not just a matter of if, but when. The economists are predicting a slow recovery, and it's going to take time. The economic recovery is not just about the economy, it's also about people's lives. The way forward is not easy, but it's necessary. The policymakers are working to stabilize the economy, and they're implementing policies to mitigate the effects of the downturn. The way forward is not just about the government, it's also about businesses and individuals. The individual response is crucial in times of economic uncertainty. People are working to adapt to the new reality, and they're finding ways to save money. The individual response is not just about cutting costs, it's also about finding new opportunities. The business response is also crucial in times of economic uncertainty. The companies are working to adapt to the new reality, and they're finding ways to stay afloat. The business response is not just about cutting costs, it's also about finding new opportunities. The global cooperation is crucial in times of economic uncertainty. The countries are working together to stabilize the economy, and they're implementing policies to mitigate the effects of the downturn. The global cooperation is not just about governments, it's also about businesses and individuals. The future is uncertain, but it's not all doom and gloom. The economists are predicting a slow recovery, and it's going to take time. The future is not just about the economy, it's also about people's lives. The answer to the question, who is crushing the economy? You or me?